what works for you may not necessarily work for the next person. But the most important thing is that we all need to find a way to work together, right? And I think that's going to be the biggest plus in this conversation, all right? So this is not a man versus woman type conversation. I'm not asking you to bare your claws and gnash your teeth this morning. No. But last year, we talked about, female taxi drivers and whatnot. I think that followed up that very viral video of a young lady, I think Ghanaian, who was driving a truck, and I don't know how to drive a truck. I honestly don't know how to drive a truck. I'm very sure I could learn, and it probably wouldn't take me too long to learn, but this girl was already doing it, at a very young age. And she was pretty versed, in the HSE concerns about trucking, which was pretty good. I know some people called it, no, I can't allow my wife or my sister to do that kind of business. All right, granted. But this morning I'm asking, do you think that there are roles and responsibilities? Please listen very carefully. Do you think that there are roles and responsibilities that are better suited for a particular gender? Years ago, whilst we were driving to school, our vehicle broke down just before Ughelli. And this was about 10 a.m. in the morning. We were on our way to Edo State. The vehicle broke down just before Ughelli. So we got off the road, and unfortunately, with some of these roadside mechanics, okay, this is what's wrong. Okay, we had to go drive into the village. It's okay, let's take an Okada, which is a motorcycle. And I was the one designated to go into the village with this person that we had never met before. But Nigeria was a nicer place a few years ago. So we got in, I was on the bike, we went to the market. The man says, he has to go and collect his house key from his wife. We go into the market, right? We see his wife, she's all in the plantain and everything. We collect the key. This is not a made up story. We collect the key. We drive to his house so that he can get his tools. All right, and then we're going to get to Warri to buy the parts and come back and fix the vehicle. Now, on the way, after picking the key from his house, he said, "Bros, no vex. Make I carry you go my other woman place. When get the clothes where I won't wear." I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "This one I ain't wife, but this other woman when they go meet, now in woman. Say this wife in the say Martins, but this woman now in the they sell cement, say in get cement shop, but now she the manager. Now she start but now give her the idea." I was like, "What? You have two women in the same village? All right, big ups to you, bro. Nobody's going to judge you. We had a good laugh when he was fixing the vehicle." But you see, whilst that was done, that was when I got to see women who were carrying sand, going to building sites and working on sites in Ughelli. Once again, if you don't believe me, let anybody who is from Ughelli, who lives anywhere around that area, call in and make that testimony confirmation, not me. So I have to ask, do you think women are better suited for, I don't know, maybe kitchen roles, or now that we now have men who are chefs, some of the best, if not, if I'm not mistaken, the top 10 Michelin styled or rated chefs on this planet have a good number of involved. But hey, nobody's complaining about the men being chefs. So exactly are those roles? Is it, hey, whatever your hands find to do it well, or are there certain things that should be left for a man or a woman? Before I open the phone lines, let me share this with you, just in case you didn't know. The late Gaddafi, Muammar Gaddafi, had an elite special guard squad. Ladies and gentlemen, they were made entirely of women. Make of that what you will.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
As always, do well, turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see it or hear it. Please do not make unsubstantiated and unverified claims. Please, very importantly, do not make these comments. All right, and let me share the numbers with you, shall I? 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. There's a call screener, please, so just drop your name and your details, and then we can have a great conversation with you. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on Twitter. Duke is on the line. Duke is speaking to us from Ada George. Duke, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, go on, Duke. Go on. Make your comments.
Okay, when it comes to certain work, actually, even from Bible times, there are work meant for women.
Please name
there
one.
There are work meant for men.
Name one.
Okay, for instance, when it comes to war was meant for men, soldiers mentally for men, right from ages. It's of recent that we started recruiting women into the military and some other offices like that.
I don't think that's exactly true. Duke, have you heard of the Amazons before? Have you heard of the female warriors from Dahomey in West Africa who fought off the British and other, even Nigerian invaders at one point in their history? They fought against the Oba in Lagos. Women, they were the ones who did that. Not men, women.
Yeah, these people came as a result of when there are no men. Like the Amazons, they are purely women. Okay, these people came up in the absence of men. Now, I'm telling you to go back then, even in the Bible times, anything associated to war were purely men. So when the Bible says, whatever you find your hand doing, you should do it well, that does not mean a man should be doing a woman's job, a woman should be doing a man's job.
So what is a woman's job that a man shouldn't do? Give me an example, please.
Sorry?
What is a woman's job that you think a man shouldn't do?
Okay. When it comes to house chores in the family, you understand, it is well known. Everybody knows that house chores belongs to a woman.
I didn't get that memo.
The family belongs to the man. But that does not mean that the man himself will not take care of his own house. But there are things divided. There are things that are there that we all know that this is specifically for woman and this is specifically for man.
For man. Okay. All right. So for you, there are certain things that only men should do and other things that only women should do, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Duke says certain things should be left for only a man, certain things only a woman should do. Do you agree? Right. It's, like I said, it's one of those long-running battles for the past particularly 3 decades, where people talk about, what a man can do, woman can do better, equality, equity, all these words banned about. Once again, I'm not here to tell you what you should do. I'm only asking that question, right? And I'll tell you why I'm asking that question. Remember how for a long time I'd been saying, I had never seen a female tricycle rider, aka Keke. And people say, come to Ogbogoro, come to this, you will see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week, I was given a ride by a female tricycle rider. I was. Can't remember if I told you that, but I was. But that's not where this whole thing gets even more interesting, because just yesterday evening, before I got to work yesterday evening, I can't remember the last time I ever said it, but I was shocked to see a female hand on a truck. What I mean hand, those of you who know what the trucking business is like in this country, that there are certain boys, or men who follow the truck driver when they are crisscrossing the country, or maybe when they come into Port Harcourt. You see them, if you have paid attention, they wave their hands, they give a certain sign, the trucks pull them up, okay, and what they do is, when they get to the truck stop, they'll help the truck to, offload the products or whatnot. But yesterday, I got to see a female who was with the driver. Apparently, they came all the way from wherever they came. And some of these people who are following these drivers are mechanics. And this one looked like she knew her way around a trailer. I have heard and seen on TV female mechanics that work on your regular sedans. I had never, up until yesterday night, seen a female who could handle a heavy duty equipment. When I say that, I'm talking about trucks. Hello, Port Harcourt returns.
The show continues after this break on Nigeria Info.
There are many
And I'm not surprised I'm getting some very funny comments. In fact, there's one that I don't think I can say, but I don't know if you catch it, so I'd rather not say it. this morning. But if you missed the opening salvo, this morning I'm asking the question, do you think that there are certain roles and responsibilities, right? Do you think there are certain roles and responsibilities that are specific for certain genders, right? Do you think there's certain roles only a man should do? Are there certain roles or responsibilities that only a woman should take or should be assigned to? Now, this is not a feminism push type thing. No. This is an honest, down to earth question regarding your perception as regarding partnerships and roles. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about, oh yes, the woman can be the breadwinner of the house. No, this is not even that. This has nothing to do with the woman should be the one, bringing in the money or she make more money, blah, 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 blah. That's not it. The real issue here is, what are those things that you think are best suited for a man and best suited for a woman? Like I just said, up until last night, I had never seen a female in the truck who was obviously part of the repair crew. In Nigeria, the truckers, they go with 2 or 3 guys around with them. And one of them is really a mechanic or knows something about, the trucks. So, something basic. If something really bad happens, yes, you have to go into the garage and they call people to help. But, something basic. That's what I've heard and I've observed about them. But now that people are talking about roles and responsibilities, gender specific for you? Zion is on the line. Zion is speaking to us from GRA. Zion, good morning, please.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
When the virginity of a woman was the pride of the society, she was limited on certain activities that will endanger the island. But today, where virginity is no longer whatever your own, women are now prone to all manner of activities, narrowed down to even to the state and we will look at that. Some of them look at even slavery. Seeing a woman walking in a construction site, carrying blocks, no, this is absurd.
It's absurd for you?
Our fathers will never permit that because of what? The pride of their daughter to remain that virgin till she got married. The truth is this, to all these kind of activities, we are not doing them well. We are only hurting them.
Hurting them?
We are so yes.
What if it's the woman who says, I have a passion for fixing cars. I want to be a mechanic. I like it. It makes me feel happy.
That is the problem we have in the society today. Normally, that should be the work of a male and not a female. There are better things women are reserved to do. Count the money, find the check, take care of the business, monitor what is going on. The supervisor in the how come initially before bank managers are not female? How come in the nursing profession is being tied to a woman when last you see a male nurse? Be honest to yourself.
Last week.
Want to say you see them always.
Last week.
Let's be honest. What depicts as a symbol of a nurse, girl?
Interesting.
Women tend to now come into this other part of the divide of the work because what the lies the society have told them, what a man can do, you can do better. The lie, Mr. Zion.
Okay, all right, that's Zion's take. But I'm curious, do you share sentiments with him? Do you think, over the years there have been a lot of stereotyping, or maybe like he said, these things were assigned to them for nurturing cases? What do I know? But once again, welcome to Hello Port Harcourt. 017-923-0003, 0817923-0007, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0007. And then jump on WhatsApp, all right? WhatsApp is 08090306416, 08090306416. Korofo is on the line from again. Oh dear, apologies. Do call back if you can. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm getting some interesting messages here. Like I said, this is not one of those, a man must, a woman shall. No, just when we talk about roles and responsibilities, we're not talking about where circumstances, have, made this choice for you. We're just saying, is it a must? Is it exclusively, right, the purview of one over another? Roles. Good morning, Jude. You may have missed it, Jude. We have come to the point at which women can engage meaningfully in everything. There is nothing they cannot do. Just about the only thing a woman cannot or women cannot do today is to impregnate another woman. Ponder it. Abba Karibo. Hey, like I said, I'm just asking the question. I think Abba Karibo has a point here. Yes, women are tech people, managing Fortune 500 companies. They're inventors. What's left, really? Korofo is on the line from again. Korofo, good morning to you, please.
Yeah. Can I comment?
Yes, please. Go on.
Yes. My name is Korofo. I am calling from Akaboka in Onega.
Go on, please.
My contribution to the issue on ground concerning if there be anything woman can do that man cannot do, or if there be anything man can do that woman cannot do. There are things that man can do, woman cannot do them. For example, men can dig graves where they will go and bury somebody, but women cannot be the people to go and dig the grave where they will bury somebody.
Are you sure about that? And
men can also be the ones to carry the dead person to the burial ground and bury. And the woman cannot do that. I've never seen it in any society. So there are things better than man can do, woman cannot do them. That is my contribution.
All right, Miriam in Okrika. Miriam, good morning to you, please.
Thank you, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, Jude, even the Bible, even God himself, did not create the woman to just remain idle. Jude, I've forgotten the portion of the Bible in Proverbs. Do you know how God described the proverb, the woman in Proverbs?
The virtuous woman.
Or something. It says she wakes up early before anybody in her home, even before her husband. She goes out to the field. She gathers, provides findings everywhere. She buys this, she buys that. So you see that the woman's duty is not just to sit down and wait for the man to go and bring, then she counts. No. The woman goes out and she provides for her family. The woman, there is no job that a woman cannot engineering all the department. You see that even architecture, surveying. So if a woman can study mechanical engineering, why can she not be able to fix a truck? So she should go to school, but she should not use that qualification. She should just be in the house and wait for the man to bring her count. That is wrong. That's not the intention of God. It's for God that created both the man and woman for the woman. But there is something God gave to the woman. If women miss this, then I think they are on the wrong track. Humility. This shamefacedness. I think no matter how you are, no matter how successful you are, how wealthy, you should know that your husband is the head. So even when you gather, the man should not just come and put it at your feet. You should take yours and put it at his feet and say, okay, as your head, this is what I've heard. Let him know everything. Let him help you control your finance if possible. I think that is where women are getting it wrong. But as for doing anything, as long as it's legal, as long as it's good, as long as it's something you do to provide for your family, assist your husband, help your husband. Even the Bible said the woman is an help to the man. It's not just to be an help to count. It's also to help him in every area that is good, Jude. And but when it comes to the bad, you talk about the man that was helping you people and he has one madam here and the other madam here. That is the aspect that I think women should not imitate. Should not imitate. Yes, but trust me, Jude. Women are trying to learn even the wrong from men. So that's why men should know that Even their wives, they are role models, not just to themselves, but to their wives. Because some women now are beginning to copy the wrong. Trust me, in the matrimonial home, they are doing rubbish. But that is wrong. But I think when it comes to the good, the woman should imitate her husband if he's on the right track. And if he's on the right track, she should leave him and do the right. Thank you, Jude.
All right, thank you very much. It's a very interesting message here. Let me read this. Good morning, Jude. Women doing the job of a man doesn't necessarily mean they are built to do it. They just want to survive. In Nigeria, we live to survive and not live to live. Oh, I need to read this again. Maybe you didn't catch this. In Nigeria, we live to survive and not live to live. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this has to be the message of the day. I don't know if you catch the drift that this person is trying to make here. That life is for living, not for surviving. And sadly, we live in a time, that a lot of, I won't say Nigerians, but a lot of human beings are basically living to survive. They are going to jobs and businesses just to pay bills for things that ought to be free. Well, I'm not going to get into that conversation about socialism and yada, 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 yada. Okay, all right, moving on. So, women are really trying, but they should take it easy. A woman driving keke, driving a truck, carrying cement, serving water at building site, paddling canoe to fish. Oh, that's obviously my grandmother. She used to paddle canoes. Cutting firewood, working hard to provide for themselves or family isn't their job to do primarily. They are doing those things because they aren't built naturally to do because they want to survive to support their families. The primary role of a woman is to keep a home and procreate what has been transmitted to her by a man. Women are helpmates and pillars of homes. It is primary role for the man to do the things I mentioned above, while it is the duty of the woman to keep them and multiply them. The reason why we have poor children upbringing is because both men and women are all hustling. The woman doesn't want to be docile. She believes she's equal to what a man can do. Feminists establish this rhetoric to them. But our women must understand that they can't demystify the fact that they are not built to do what men should do. They are only doing so out of curiosity. That's why when they break down, it becomes life-threatening. A woman needs strength in her spine to push a child. Whenever she overworks her spine, it becomes difficult to push. The man is a soldier. The Amazons did well during that time, hence women are now recruited into the military, but the best female soldier cannot equate to the best male soldier. Okay, I'm not going to say I support this because, like I said, you had the warrior women from Dahomey, the African Amazons, and like I said, they defeated males. They fought off even the Portuguese. Look, go check history, right? Go check. So, what a man can do, a woman can do better. But we must live with this. Skewed perception. What a woman can do, a man can never do it better. Women are greater managers. This is a fact. Charles Cotterill. Lovely message. Very lovely message. So, roles and responsibilities. Any particular one specifically designed, or is it a societal construct? Now, biologically, the man is bulkier, heavier, more often than not taller than the woman on average. That should be indicative, right? That maybe the man is meant to do certain things that are a little bit more dangerous, than what the woman can do or should do. There are women who are strong as men. That's a given, no doubt about that. But when you look at their anatomy, there are differences. Lucky is speaking to us. Oh dear, Lucky from Onet. Lucky, please call back if you can. Bit of a challenge with the service providers the past 2 days, but do bear with us. Let's get to Facebook now, shall we? Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Now, being a a fighter in the war is the only thing women should stay away from. Woody story. Well, Woody, you missed the memo, because right now in the Nigerian military there are females, and to make it even more interesting, in the British and the American army, there are females who have seen battle. That is, they've gone into the field, they've shot at enemies have shot at them, some of them have lost their lives. Fact. So apparently they missed the memo from you. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's get to read more messages now. This one here says, good morning, Jude. Please tell your caller that I work in a hospital and we have male nurses in our facility. Annie from Port Harcourt. A woman is a helper, therefore she can do everything. If a woman can feed a family, what else? Confident from Ozuzu Eche. Good morning, Jude. Women are called weaker vessels and as such rigorous jobs not meant for them. There are jobs that are mainly designated for women, but society has changed the whole narrative and things are done just for survival's sake. Kelvin, good news with that comment. Good morning, Jude. Jude, why is it surprising when we see a female doing a male job and not so surprised when we see a male doing a female job? What exactly is a male job and a female job? That's where I'm coming from. Who makes these distinctions? I feel we'll just be hyping the females of this one because it's a job that anyone can let them do so. I won't be surprised if I see a female truck driver or a female captain of a ship. If it's a job anyone can do, I have a female worker with us at work, and most of the time she gets tired much quicker than we the males. And at times I don't have the time to empathize with her because I feel she knows the stress level involved. So if I see a lady, not minding the stress and she's going into, she shouldn't be pitied or hailed for doing that job. The only job the Bible set aside for a woman is building her home. She gets up early before others. That's specifically for a woman, because in Nigeria we must all survive. So any legal job is for both genders. Love Day. All right, sorry about that. Love Day from on air. Good morning, Jude. I'm a woman. I don't believe in that saying that what a man can do, a woman can do better. There are things women cannot and should not do. Can a woman urinate, for example, as far as a man is standing? Americana from Ogbakri. But that's biological differences, right? Emmanuel from Borukiri says, traditionally, certain tasks were exclusive to men and women likewise. Examples of typical men's jobs were tilling the ground, construction of roads, bridges, building houses, settling communal matters, etc. The women generally were considered a helpmate, so in as much as they could do all the men's job, it would seem awkward seeing them do those. However, society has evolved to the point where women, especially women, do basically everything they can. They are human after all. There certainly are things women can do better than men, even in the military. But no, not all, but some. Depends on your ability. I think it all boils down to the gender prestige, how society views the nature of the job that they carry. Emmanuel from Borokiri. It may be very surprising to hear that there should be a job reserved for men alone. A large percentage of Qatar, Turkey, and the Emirates Airline are flown by women. Women are breaking barriers in every human space across the world except in Nigeria and mostly Africa because of superiority weakness. When automotive engineering was created, scientists didn't reserve repairs for men. Where does the idea of having the repair of vehicles reserved for men? We men need to deal with gender complex, particularly in our unprogressive society. Women drive heavy diesel trucks in other societies. Ali A. Yes. Like I said, it was a big deal last year when that video went viral. The Ghanaian lady who was driving trucks. And she wasn't just driving there like, I can move it forward. No. She was to show and express her level of dexterity and expertise. Reversing, one of the hallmarks of a great truck driver is that you should be able to use your rear view and your side view mirrors to navigate tight corners articulated vehicle, you need a different license, right, to operate an articulated vehicle. This girl did it perfectly. I was amazed. Don't get me wrong, I was amazed. 017-923-0002, 0817923-0003. Those are the numbers to call. 0817923-0003, 0817923-0007. When you call in, please just make use of the call screener, drop your name and your location, and then we get to have a great conversation with you. Facebook and X, that's Twitter, by the way, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. All right, Mina here says, good morning. I think there's no set role to be left exclusively for a man or a woman, particularly if either individual shows enough wherewithal to carry out those tasks. However, I do believe that based on stress levels, some things are better suited for men than for women. As strong and as powerful as men have become over the years, they cannot, and I repeat, they cannot cope with some of the pains women go through. I dare you, Jude, to let any man be connected to a machine that can replicate the pain women go through during child labor or even menstrual cramps that we have every other month. Most men will not survive those pains, but does it mean that they can or they should? I don't think so. I think that some roles are better suited because of a man's physicality and sometimes because of a man's stubbornness. Many of the things that we enjoy today, we enjoy because a man was too stubborn, too careless, and sometimes too silly to realize when to quit. All right. Remember I said I had a message. I was the message every day. I think this one has just probably beat it. Most men are either too stubborn, too silly to realize when to quit. That's why we've had so many inventions. I don't know. Does that sound like stereotyping? I don't know. But it makes sense. It does make sense. Just looking at males as children, right? Males do some of the most stupid things have you ever seen boys between the ages of like say 7 and 10 play? They make some of the most insane decisions. I mean, some children just wake up and, you know what, this hole, let me enter inside. They did not put chocolates in the hole, but no, the boy child will say, no, let me enter this place. Why is this hole here in the first case? I mean, if it's here, I should enter it. So I'll enter it. So yeah, maybe it's because, males are just adventurous. I don't know. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It sounds a bit stereotypical, but hey, it's all good fun. Nobody should take anything personal about this. Really, nobody should. All right, WhatsApp 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Miriam from Okrika says, Jude, do you know we now have more male cooks and chefs? Well, maybe at the hotels, but hey, when I go to the book, I still see a lot of women. Oh. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't done a survey, Miro. I don't have the stats to back that claim of mine, but I get to see, a lot of females in the canteens, But yes, I agree that the Michelin star-rated chefs we have on the planet are males. They're males. My uncle used to have a male cook one time. Anyway, maybe I should get a cook too. Anyway, thank you for joining us on our conversation. We're going to switch to the lighter part of Friday right here on 19.9 Nigeria Info. We have trivia questions for you. Get your brains sharpened, all right? Go drink some water, all right? Because I have challenges for you this morning. Let's test those brain cells.
Hey friends, it's David Kate and